2026, something big is coming this year. 2026 belongs to the year of the sun, the Surya, because 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, that is 10, and then 1 plus 0 is 1. So it's the year of number 1, that is the Surya Maharaj. Sun is the giant, sun is the leader, sun is the authority. So this year, the energy of this year will not let you play small. It's the year of big projects, big things, achieving manifestation, and being the highest, the most truthful person or being of yourself. So this year, there'll be a lot of karmic release, first of all, because Saturn, Shani Maharaj, the planet of karma, is going to be in the sign of Pisces throughout the year. It'll be retrograde, we'll discuss that. But Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. It's the endings. And so there'll be a lot of karmic cleansing. I'll discuss sign by sign what that means for each of us. And then this is also a year of dharmic awakening, because Jupiter Guru Maharaj is actually going to zip through 3 signs within the year. It's unprecedented. It'll be in Gemini. It's starting with Gemini and then Cancer and then in Leo. But then in Gemini also it's retrograde, so it's actually looking at Taurus. So it's like massive shift. So what I call it this as 4-stage Jupiter expansion. So 4 stages, four phases of the year. I'll discuss what those means. That is for expansion in different areas of our lives. And then there's also 2-stage karmic realignment because of Saturn's retrograde motion. So we'll discuss step by step for all of the 12 rising signs. So this is a very practical, useful guidance at a high level, not like day-to-day nitty-gritty, but at a high level, how you can plan your year for at least say 1 quarter at a time, 3 or 4 months at a time. And then, of course, you have to look at all the other transits. On a monthly basis, you want to see the Mars, the Venus, the Sun's transit. And on a daily basis, you want to see the moon transit. So that's how you see the transits. But also you want to superimpose your natal chart on top of these predictions. Those so a lot depends on your natal chart also. But these generic predictions will apply for everybody, the general energy, and then they get modified based on the natal chart. So let's begin now. Again, a question arises whether to look at these transits from sun sign or the moon sign or the lagna. These transits you want to see from the lagna, because lagna is external manifestation. Lagna is the external reality, whereas moon sign is how you feel things inside, and the sun sign is totally different. So these predictions follow your rising sign, follow your lagna, follow your first house, which is the rising sign. So look at your rising sign and then you can watch that particular section. All right. First of all, Aries rising, Aries lagna, Aries ascendant. Remember, this reading or this guidance is based on the rising sign, not the sun sign, not the moon sign. Again, please first watch the intro section. It's only 2-3 minutes, but very useful discussion. So Aries rising. So these transits for the yearly prediction, I'll break it down based on the Saturn and the Jupiter, the karma and the dharma. Okay, so there'll be 4-stage Jupiter expansion. I'll explain the 4 phases of the year based on Jupiter's transit. And then there'll be 2-stage Saturn, the karmic realignment. So first of all, Jupiter begins being retrograde in the sign of Gemini. So it'll be retrograde until 10th of March. So first 70 days, Jupiter will have drishti on your 2nd house, the sign of Taurus. That will be 70 days of consolidating your finances, building your foundation, your financial foundation. Secondly, the first 70 days, you want to focus on building or strengthening your family ties, the kutumba. Okay, spend time with your family. Discuss family wealth, how to grow your family wealth together, maybe projects together with your family, extended family. This is the time for focusing on land and food and finances and family, all the things represented by Taurus, especially for Aries rising. This is all, even more important because it's your second house. Okay, so first 70 days, focus on your second expansion of your second house matters. That is family, food, finances, and family, like traditions and your value system and all of that, and speech. Launch your speaking engagements for 70 days. From 10th of March until 1st of June, Jupiter is going to be direct in the sign of Gemini. A direct Jupiter in Gemini, it's a combination Jupiter and Mercury. Massive communication. It's the time for pretty much a little less than 4 months, 3.5 months, or actually 2.5 months. So this period you want to turn or convert your knowledge into wisdom. There'll be information explosion. You'll be learning a lot. There'll be online stuff. This is scrolling a lot of videos and stuff like that. So it's the guru in the air sign. So lots of movement, expansion through learning, through communication, through studies, through teaching and sharing and travel, short distance travels especially. So for you, for Aries rising, absolutely fantastic to go out, meet people, first of all, short distance travels, networking, written communication, writing skills, or marketing and sales and short distance travels, especially focused on knowledge, information, marketing, networking. Okay, so that's going to explode. And then as for studies, also learning and sharing both, learning and teaching both. There'll be focus on media, there'll be focus on marketing and, multitasking, because Jupiter and Mercury is like, they're the master of 100 different skills at the same time. Okay, but be careful. There could be mental exhaustion. You may be running in too many different directions. So it's very, very important to stay calm, stay grounded, speak your truth, but network aggressively for Aries rising. So those are the next 2.5 months, you can say, until 1st of June. So from 1st of June, actually Jupiter enters the sign of Cancer. So from 1st of June until 30th of October. So that's the 5 months period when Jupiter will be direct in the sign of Cancer. That is your 4th house. Okay, so for Aries rising, Jupiter Guru Maharaj will be exalted in your 4th house. That means, first of all, focus will be on real estate. You may purchase properties or expand your residence, bigger home. But again, this is not financial advice. This is not real estate advice. This is just energy of the planets we're talking about. But this will be the 4 months of, or the 5 months of emotional intelligence. You'll actually you'll like staying at home, working from home, spending time with your family, quality time with your family. Turn your home into ashram. These 5 months, do everything with your home. Like turn your home into a temple, into an ashram, into a sanctuary, into like a teaching academy. Share wisdom, bring people, organize some discussions and stuff. So that's the 5 months while Jupiter is exalted in your 4th house. It'll help you with your inner happiness. It'll help you figure out what makes you happy in the long term. Okay? It's the Sukha Bhava, Sukha Sthana. There's no more blessings than Guru Maharaj sitting in your 4th house of your heart chakra and exalted. Okay, so this is going to be a fantastic period for you. Then Jupiter will enter the sign of Leo starting 30th of October. So the last 2 months it'll be in the sign of Leo. That will be the period of leadership and authority and creativity. You'll have a lot of recognition. There'll be like dramatic leadership. And there'll be name and fame, but also for you, for Aries rising specifically, there could be opportunities for romantic relationships, or you may become a parent. There could be children, but massive creativity. So these last 2 months, if you have children, if you're a parent already, spend time with your children. If not, then give birth to some creative ideas, some projects. For students, it'll be fantastic. In fact, starting 1st of June until throughout the rest of the year, absolutely great for education, okay? For both primary education and higher education, all of that. And then it'll also give you expansion or blessings in the speculative investments. So stock market and finances, all of that. So that's the general overall picture for Aries rising, based on the 4 phases of Jupiter. Now let's discuss the Saturn, the karmic realignment, the 2 stages of Saturn. So first of all, Saturn will be direct. In fact, before that, Saturn will be in the sign of Pisces throughout the year, but it'll be direct in Pisces until 26th of July. So that means Saturn is sitting in your 12th house for Aries rising. It's direct in your 12th house. So now 12th house and the 12th zodiac sign Pisces, they are about endings. It's the last zodiac sign, it's the last house of the chart. So there'll be a lot of dissolving old karma. Okay, there'll be purification when it comes to karma. You'll be doing a lot of cleansing, maybe ending of the work that you started long ago, and also you'll be figuring out more about your path, your purpose, your intuition, rather than just making ends meet. Okay, your karma will undergo a huge transformation, and more. There are chances that you'll actually either literally change your job or profession or career or the whole line of work. You'll have more endings in terms of karmic release, you can say. Okay, so leaving behind old identities and stuff like that. So, but it's a good time to do lots of meditation. In your dreams, you may actually get ideas about your work, about your career, because Saturn is career. 12th house is the sleep and the dreams. Sleep may be disturbed, but this period will give you focus on, releasing a lot of attachments and spend time with yourself, just in solitude. Go to ashram, walk bare feet to the temple and things like that. Okay, that's until 26th of July. After 26th of July, then Saturn goes retrograde. So that means its drishti will be on the previous sign, which is Aquarius, Mula Trikona Rashi for Saturn. So that period will give structure to your finances. That period will give discipline to your finances. That period will give structure and discipline to your friends' circle. You'll develop lifelong friendships. You'll be very disciplined in terms of growing your finances steadily. And also you'll have success on social media, networking. All of that will blossom. But you'll build like long-term career, strategy, and overall you'll have a lot more success in your career starting 26th of July. So that's the overall picture for Aries rising. Of course, there is so much more. So watch all the other transits, Mars, Venus, Sun, and then combine with your natal chart to see how you want to modify this prediction based on your natal chart placements. Year 2026 for Taurus rising, Taurus Lagna, Taurus Ascendant. Again, please watch the intro section. It's just 2-3 minutes. Very, very important, useful discussion. So for Taurus rising, we have this 4-stage Jupiter expansion and then 2-stage karmic realignment because of Saturn retrograde motion. So we'll discuss all of those. So first of all, the first 70 days of 2026, that is until 10th of March, Jupiter, Guru Maharaj, continues to be retrograde in the sign of Gemini. Okay, so what does that mean? Its drishti is on Taurus. So you are Taurus rising, Taurus Lagna. So that means Guru Maharaj will have drishti on your Lagna. So that period, first 70 days, is the period of expansion of your overall personality. It's the period when you want to acquire more knowledge, and then also share your wisdom with other people or association with the gurus. In fact, gurus will come to you. You'll meet a lot of gurus. So spiritual work, dharmic work, association with the gurus and spending time at the temples, all that. So any spiritual work, anything to do with the gurus will help you a lot. So the first 70 days, very spiritual period overall. And it will give you expansion in many areas of your life, because the first house Jupiter is like the highest blessing. So grab those blessings and do lots of spiritual work the first 70 days. The next 2.5 months, from 10th of March until 1st of June, that's when Jupiter will be direct in the sign of Gemini. So that's your second house. So your second house will have massive expansion. There'll be focus on your accumulating family wealth. You'll see improvement in your finances in general. You'll see improvement in your connection with your family. So spend a lot more time with your kutumba, with your family. There'll be opportunities to speak, powerful speaking engagements, or start a YouTube channel, things like that. You want to share your wisdom through your speech, basically. And there'll be opportunities, or this period, these 2.5 months, really focus on having sattvic diet, good nourishing food. Or if you're in the finance industry, if you're in the food industry, if you're in the anything to do with family lineage and that kind of industry, then, or speaking, if you're a speaker, those will flourish a lot. So this is absolutely fantastic period for that. Then we have from 1st of June until 30th of October, a full 5 months, Jupiter Guru Maharaj will be exalted in your third house. That means huge blessings with respect to your communication, your written communication, especially marketing and sales and networking, reaching out to people, short distance travels, and then also improvement in your connection with your younger siblings. Your close friendships will flourish, and you will deal with day-to-day challenges through wisdom. So that's one recommendation, is that during these this period, these 5 months, do not use force or aggression when it comes to dealing with day-to-day challenges, because third house is the parakram bhava. So it's the day-to-day challenges. So Jupiter there means use your wisdom. Okay, so do not react, do not snap at people. Use your wisdom to react, or to address, not react, use your wisdom to address any difficult situation in your life. So that's the exalted Jupiter in your third house. Fantastic for writing, for publications and marketing and sales, all of that. Then the last 2 months, Jupiter will actually be in Leo. So it's like zipping through the signs. Very unusual. So Jupiter in Leo in your fourth house, expansion in your real estate, expansion in your home, maybe renovation, bigger home. Of course, this is not real estate advice. But also these last 2 months, stay more at your home, pay attention to your family members, spend time with your family members, organize some spiritual discussions at home, or start a home-based business. Expand your consciousness, expand your heart chakra. Okay, so that's giving you this opportunity to be a leader when it comes to guiding other people in terms of inner happiness and things like that. Okay, but you'll do big projects related to all of these things: real estate, home, or vehicles, or even studies. That if you're a student, the last 2 months are going to be fantastic for your, especially pre-college. So all the schooling, the initial studies. So for students, it's going to be very good. You can sit in exams and things like that. So that's the phases of the Jupiter, the 4 phases of the year based on Jupiter's motion. Now let's discuss what Saturn, Shani Maharaj, has in store for us. Saturn will be in the sign of Pisces throughout 2026. And that's your 11th house. Okay, 11th house, Saturn means it's giving you expansion in your career. It's a good combination for finances, for income, for growing your income steadily, having a very disciplined and structured approach when it comes to making money. So this year will give you ideas, how to develop your network, first of all, and then how to improve your finances, how to improve your friend circle, all of those. And it's a good time for you to be more on social media. That's until 26th of July. Saturn is direct in Pisces until 26th of July. After 26th of July, pretty much you can say the last 5 months of the year, Saturn is going to be retrograde. So that means it has its drishti on Aquarius, that is your 10th house. So Saturn sitting in the 10th house, or giving the results of the 10th house for the last 5 months, means again, consolidation of your career, expansion of your career. This is a very powerful period for Taurus rising people to focus on your career. Saturn sort of between the 11th house and the 10th house. So after 26th of July, literally sit down and plan out your career for the rest of your life. Be very structured, be very disciplined. It'll also help you gain, more favors or good results dealing with the authorities from your managers and stuff like that. So it's a good period to be very strategic, but also very practical and pragmatic when it comes to your career. So this is a good period overall for your career and also your income and money and finances coming in from your business, from your work. So that's the overall guidance for Taurus rising. Of course, there is many other transits you want to see, the Mars, the Venus, and the Sun, and also superimpose this prediction, this guidelines on top of your natal chart, because that will ultimately give you the full picture. So that's for Taurus rising. Year 2026 for Gemini rising, Gemini Lagna, Gemini ascendant. First of all, please watch the intro section. It's only 2-3 minutes, but very useful information. So this prediction, this yearly forecast is based on the rising sign, not on the sun sign, not on the moon sign. And also you want to see the month by month predictions also in addition to this yearly prediction. So this will be based on the 4-stage expansion because of the Jupiter's motion, and then 2-stage karmic alignment, realignment because of the Saturn's retrograde motion. So let me explain what that means. First of all, first 70 days, Jupiter is going to be retrograde in the sign of Gemini. And you are Gemini rising, so that means Guru Maharaj is actually looking back towards your 12th house. It's giving you the results, the blessings of your 12th house instead of the Lagna. So what does that mean? It's a good time for foreign travel. It's a good time for awakening your intuition. First 70 days I'm talking about, until 10th of March, while Jupiter is retrograde in the sign of Gemini. And it's a good time for going to an ashram, going to a temple, doing some retreats, giving donation to the priest, doing past life regression, visiting your ancestors, or honoring your ancestors, and then also giving away your spiritual wisdom, like sharing your wisdom with other people. And then spending more time with foreigners, foreign people, foreign culture, foreign projects, all the 12th house things, but also good for investments. Make some investments during the first 70 days. Those will grow over time. Then after 10th of March until 1st of June, so pretty much these 2.5 months, Guru Maharaj will be direct in the sign of Gemini in your Lagna. That's going to be a fantastic blessings of the Guru sitting in your Lagna. So overall, it'll give expansion to all areas of your life. This will be a fantastic period. Of course, we have to see the natal chart if that supports also. But these 2.5 months from 10th of March through 1st of June, good for expansion of your wisdom. That means learn more from your gurus or be a guru yourself. Share your wisdom as well. And focus on your own personality development and consciousness and wisdom and learning, gurus, all of that. So, but also if you are in the teaching industry or teaching sector or anything to do with spiritual work, this is going to be fantastic. But these 2.5 months are really important for you to, first of all, honor your gurus, because so you'll actually even have some gurus come to you. You'll find that all of a sudden, some people are coming and helping you, giving you wisdom or giving you guidance at the most critical moments in your life, like decision making. Should I do this? Should I do that? You'll find that, okay, so some message came all of a sudden. So that's like some guru from the past life or this life. So those 2 months are going to be very powerful. Blessings of the gurus will be there on your head, those 2.5 months. Then from 1st of June until 30th of October, those 5 months, Guru Maharaj, Jupiter will be exalted in your second house in the sign of Cancer. Really powerful for speech. Go out and talk to people. If you're a speaker, just absolutely fantastic. Share your wisdom through your speech. Then also, if you're in the food industry, absolutely fantastic. Do things related to sustainability of the food supply and stuff like that. Anything to do with the food. Consolidate your finances. That is, grow your finances, focus on how you can improve your financial situation. You'll have actually a lot of opportunities. These 5 months will give you massive growth opportunities to improve your finances, and focus especially your accumulated wealth. This is also a good period to spend time with your family, your family values, and just focus on your extended family also. So don't ignore people in your family, not just work, 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 but spend time with your family. And the last 2 months, starting 30th of October through the rest of the year, Jupiter is going to be in the sign of Leo. So it's zipping through the signs very, very fast. Ati Chari Guru, very unconventional and very rare. So it's going through so many signs within a year. So last 2 months, it'll be in your third house. Really good for anything to do with writing, skills with your hands. If you're a healer, a very powerful period. And networking, marketing and sales and written communication, and spending time with your younger siblings and improving connection with your close friends, but lots and lots of short distance travel and networking and meeting people. Okay. So now there's a lot more, but we cannot cover everything in one single video. But this will give you a lot of ideas how you can plan your year. Now let's discuss what's happening with Shani Maharaj. Okay. 2 distinct phases. I call this the 2-stage karmic realignment for all of the 12 rising signs. So first of all, Saturn will be direct in the sign of Pisces until 26th of July. And Pisces happens to be your 10th house. So that means the first 6 months or 7 months, you can say, good for being very structured when it comes to your career, being very disciplined when it comes to your, so a lot of hard work. Hard work is the main thing for Gemini rising. First 7 months, hard work in terms of your career, your profession, that'll pay you in the long run. Okay. And be very honest, very diligent, and share your wisdom with other people. And you'll get recognition from other people, from your bosses, from your managers, from the authorities. So the first 7 months, just focus totally on your career, but be real. Find your purpose, not just as a career, but like what you really are meant to be doing. Find your purpose and then follow through. After July 26th, Saturn is going to be retrograde in the sign of Pisces. So that it's going to have drishti on your 9th house, that is sign of Aquarius. So this will be the last 5 months or so is going to be critical for focusing on your spiritual path. You may rediscover your spiritual path, or you may solidify your spiritual path. Again, now the discipline and the structure of Shani Maharaj shifts from your 10th house to your 9th house. That means last 5 months, focus more on your dharma, focus more on your a very structured and long-term idea or focus on what is your dharma. And this period will also there could be some challenges with your gurus, existing gurus, or you just be careful. There may be some challenges, ego issues with the gurus. But ultimately, this will help you find some really powerful figures and gurus and teachers and guides in your life. So keep your ears and eyes open, or your heart open. So the last 5 months, focus on your dharma, aligning your life with your purpose. And they're also good for actually pilgrimage, long distance travel. Long distance travel for some purpose, not just random travel. So for during the last 5 months, that'll be very, very fruitful. So that's the overall picture. And then you want to combine with other transits and also superimpose with your natal chart. So that's for Gemini rising. Next, we have Cancer rising, Cancer Lagna, Cancer ascendant. Please first watch the intro section, just 2-3 minutes. It'll give you good foundation and some background information. So for Cancer rising, so I have broken down this yearly predictions based on the movement of Jupiter and the movement of Saturn. So there'll be 4 phases of the movement of Jupiter. So first phase is the first 70 days until 10th of March. Jupiter is going to be retrograde in the sign of Gemini. So that means for Cancer rising, Guru Maharaj has drishti on your 11th house. So this will improve your finances. This will improve your social media network. This will improve your friend circle. This will improve your connection with your older siblings. So overall, this is good for finances, for income, and overall growth and networking. Okay, so the first 70 days. Then from 10th of March until 1st of June, so pretty much those 2.5 months, Guru Maharaj will be direct in the sign of Gemini in your 12th house. So that period will be fantastic for, first of all, giving donations, especially to the priests, to the temples, and doing lots of meditation, foreign travel, and expansion of your intuition, astral travel, past life regression, doing lots of spiritual work, going to an ashram, going to spend time alone, and learning from foreign people, foreign gurus, and maybe even lots of investments. So there's a good period to do lots of, any kind of investments that'll help you in the long term. Now, this is not investment advice. This is not financial advice. This is just energy of the planets. Okay, so starting 1st of June until 30th of October, that's the third phase of Jupiter. It's going to be exalted in your Lagna, in the sign of Cancer. Huge blessings. That's actually, it happens once every 12 years that Jupiter is exalted, except for the retrograde motion for a few months. But so this is once in a 12-year opportunity for Cancer rising, that the Guru Maharaj will be exalted in your Lagna. So that is like the highest blessings of the Gurus. You'll have wisdom, you'll have expansion of your consciousness, you'll have association with the Gurus, you'll gain a lot of insights into who you are, your dharma, your purpose, that is Guru. And you'll notice that you get guidance and this good luck charm and things all of a sudden, like people out of the blue will come and help you at the right moment when you need some advice, when you need some guidance. So those 5 months will be fantastic. From your perspective, just focus on being open and accept all the help, accept all the guidance that the universe is sending towards you those 5 months. Okay. And yes, of course, you also study, scriptures or spiritual work, shastras, and do the yagyas and chanting and mantras and all of that. So that's going to be fantastic. So that's the third phase of Jupiter in 2026. The final phase of Jupiter, Guru Maharaj will be in the sign of Leo from 30th of October through the rest of the year. That's going to be your second house. So the last 2 months, focus on your family. Last 2 months, focus on your speech. Be a speaker. Last 2 months, focus on accumulating your family wealth, growing your family wealth, finances. Very, very important. And also focus on your diet. If you're in the food industry, anything to do with the sustainability of the food, supply chain and all that, it's going to be fantastic for you. Lots of opportunities will come your way. So that's the overall picture, how you can plan these 4 phases of Jupiter. Next, we have the 2-stage karmic realignment because of the Saturn's retrograde motion. So until 26th of July, so the beginning of the year until 26th of July, which is pretty much, you can say, the first 7 months, Saturn Shani Maharaj is direct in the sign of Pisces in your 9th house. So the 9th house, Shani Maharaj in the 9th house is giving you clear direction in terms of what is your dharma, what is your purpose, what is your mission, what is your path. And it'll give you clarity, it'll give you direction, it'll give you discipline. So these 7 months, make sure that you have a routine, maybe to go to a temple. 9th house is all the religious places, and Shani Maharaj loves discipline. So make it a point, take a vow to maybe go to the temple every day or every week at least. And you don't have to do much, just go and sit there, absorb the energy. Honor your gurus, go on a pilgrimage, go on a long distance journey. That's all Shani Maharaj in your 9th house. And after July 26th, Saturn goes retrograde. So it has drishti on your 8th house. So Shani Maharaj in the 8th house gives you all the esoteric wisdom. There'll be lots of change and transformation. There may be some inheritance coming your way. There may be some, sudden, the windfall of money. And then that period, so the last 5 months of the year, you want to focus on inheritance, on shared resources, on managing other people's money. If you're if you're a financial manager, this will give you a lot of opportunities. Okay, and also truly focus on discovering the secrets of the universe. That's the esoteric wisdom. That's the 8th house. Otherwise, there could be lots of changes and transformations which you may not be able to handle. You just want to do lots of spiritual work, very deep, like tantric wisdom, things that are not visible on the surface. You may have to dig through those things. So that's the Shani Maharaj retrograde in the sign of Pisces for the last 5 months of the year. So that's for Cancer rising in general, high level prediction. And then you can superimpose all the other transits of the slower or the faster moving planets and superimpose on your natal chart. Year 2026 for Leo rising, Leo Lagna, Leo ascendant. Watch the intro section, just 2-3 minute, very useful and important information. So I'm analyzing the whole year of 2026 based on the transits of Jupiter and Saturn. It's a 4-stage expansion because of Jupiter's motion, and then 2-stage karmic realignment because of Saturn's retrograde motion. So first of all, the first 70 days until 10th of March, so 1st of January through 10th of March, Jupiter Guru Maharaj is retrograde in the sign of Gemini. That means it has drishti on the sign of Taurus. So it will be giving blessings and expansion to your 10th house. So for Leo rising, Jupiter will have drishti on your 10th house for the first 70 days. What does that mean? Expansion in your career. Think big projects, big ideas when it comes to your work, big networking opportunities, expansion of your consciousness. You want to work with a lot of people. You want to be a leader, be this coach, a guide, a consultant for a lot of people. So that's Jupiter in the 10th house. And overall, it'll give you huge opportunities. Like think big when it comes to your career. The first 70 days, think big. And new projects, new business ideas, launching new companies, so that kind of opportunity. From 10th of March until 1st of June, these 2.5 months, Jupiter is going to be direct in the sign of Gemini. That's your 11th house. So for Leo rising, Jupiter Guru Maharaj transiting through 11th house, good for your finances, good for your friendships, good for your social media presence, good for your connection with the older siblings. So this will give you huge financial abundance. This will give you good networking. A lot of people will come to you, like making a lot of friends. But if you're on the social media, this will blow up. This will give you huge, fantastic opportunities to spread, to share your wisdom on the social media. Okay, so that's Jupiter in the 11th house, direct in the sign of Gemini. From 1st of June until 30th of October, so these 5 months, Jupiter is going to be exalted in the sign of Cancer in your 12th house. So Guru Maharaj will be exalted in your 12th house for 5 months. So it's going very, very fast, Atichari. What does that mean? So during those 5 months, first of all, good for foreign travel, good for focusing on your lineage, your ancestors, your past life regression. Focus on investments, making big, big, big investments. Again, this is not investment advice, but this is just energy of the planets. These 5 months also great for connection with the foreigners, foreign people, foreign projects, and dealing with the foreigners. And also good if you want to go on a pilgrimage or to a retreat, silent retreats or meditation, things like that. And then comes the best part of the year, the last 2 months, starting 30th of October, Guru Maharaj enters the sign of Leo, that is your Lagna. So Guru Maharaj will be sitting in your Lagna, in your first house for the last 2 months of the year. That means overall expansion of your consciousness. You'll be getting more wisdom. This is a good time for you to share your wisdom and also spend time with the gurus to learn things. But this will transform your consciousness, your personality. Overall, it will lift up all the areas of your life. It's going to give you a lot of hope and a lot of this energy and vitality and good health and immunity. All those things will improve. So that's the journey of Jupiter Guru Maharaj throughout the year of 2026 for Leo rising. Next, let's look at the Saturn. So the 2-stage karmic realignment. So from 1st of January until 26th of July, Shani Maharaj is direct in the sign of Pisces. That is your 8th house. So Saturn direct in the 8th house means this is going to give you a lot of change and transformation when it comes to your spiritual work. See, Saturn in the 8th house gives you long life in general. So this is a good period. You should do lots of pranayam. The Sun is the Vata planet. Do lots of Anulom Vilom pranayam, Kapalbhati. And then also this will give you maybe some kind of inheritance. This may give you money from other people, shared resources. This is great period to manage other people's money if you're in that kind of industry. It's also a great period to go deep, figure out the esoteric stuff, the secrets of the universe. And Shani Maharaj will give you the discipline and the structure to go deep into your spiritual quest. So that's the first 7 months. Then Shani Maharaj goes retrograde after July 26th. So the last 5 months of the year, then Shani Maharaj will have drishti on your 7th house. That means last 5 months, it's good to consolidate, stabilize your relationships. Shani Maharaj may actually give you separation from the unwanted or from the relationships that are not serving you well, especially because Rahu continues to be there as well. But then it will, if you're in a committed relationship, it'll give you more like solid foundation. Essentially, the last 5 months, you'll think strategically. You'll think long term in terms of which relationships are serving you well. And if you're looking to get married or things, so this could be a good period. Of course, you have to look at your natal chart, but this will give you opportunities to meet the person, the long-term relationship, the marriage, because Saturn means one committed relationship. So Saturn's influence drishti on the 7th house is usually a good thing. It's a good thing for one committed relationship. So this last 5 months is a good period to also develop one-on-one business partnerships, lots of like long-term, lifelong business partnerships. So this is the period for that. So that's overall just the energy of Jupiter and Saturn for the sign of Leo, Leo rising, Leo lagna. And of course, you have to look at the natal chart and superimpose and see the final picture. Next is Virgo rising, Virgo lagna, Virgo ascendant. Watch the intro section, just 3 minute, but very useful, very interesting discussion. So now 2026, it's a big year of the sun. Number one, big projects, big ideas. First of all, so we'll discuss the progression or the motion of Jupiter, the transit of Jupiter. So the first 70 days until 10th of March, Jupiter Guru Maharaj is going to be retrograde in the sign of Gemini. That means it has its drishti on the sign of Taurus, that is your 9th house. So Jupiter will give expansion to your 9th house for the first 70 days. That means more clarity on your dharmic path, association with the gurus, you yourself being a guru, and higher wisdom, maybe doing higher studies, PhD, and doing more spiritual work, like maybe doing yagyas, visiting temples, pilgrimage, long distance travel for spiritual purposes, spending time with your sangha. All those 9th house matters, and more luck. You'll just have better luck. You know, the Bhagyasthan has the drishti or the blessings of the Guru Maharaj. So that's the first 70 days. So after 10th of March until 1st of June, Jupiter is going to be direct in the sign of Gemini. That's your 10th house. So absolutely fantastic for your career, growth in your business, growth in your companies, growth in your projects, growth in your name and fame and status and connection with the authorities, with the managers, with the bosses. And also you act as a teacher, as a guide, as a consultant in your profession, in your work. So act as a guru, share your wisdom. The more you share freely, the better it is. So be a guru for other people, but share it freely with everybody. So that's the second phase of the Jupiter's expansion. Then starting 1st of June until 30th of October, those 5 months, Jupiter is going to be exalted in your 11th house in the sign of Cancer. For Virgo rising, that's going to be fantastic. Huge financial abundance, huge improvement in your friendships, huge focus and success on social media. So have a lot of social media presence, a lot of networking, focusing on developing friendships and also better connection with your older siblings. And overall, just a lot of gains. 11th house is the house of gains, and Jupiter Guru Maharaj will be exalted there. And that happens only once every 12 years. And for Virgo rising, it happens in your 11th house, which is the house of. This is a very fantastic. We're going to 5 months of abundance and blessings and expansion and wisdom. And so that's the third phase of Jupiter. And then we have the final phase, the last 2 months, as of October 30th. So pretty much the months of November and December, Jupiter Guru Maharaj will be in your 12th house. So good for pilgrimage, good for foreign travel, good for investments, good for astral travel, good for ancestral worship, good for deep spiritual work, good for going on a retreat, good for going to an ashram, good for doing lots of meditation, good for connection with the foreigners, like projects from foreign countries and dealing with the foreign people, foreign subjects, foreign authorities. So the 12th house is awakening and also good for giving donations. 12th house, people's house of losses. But when Jupiter Guru Maharaj there means you are giving away freely. So give lots of donations the last 2 months of the year. So that's the journey of the Jupiter for Virgo rising. Now let's discuss what's happening with Saturn Shani Maharaj. The two phases, the two-stage karmic realignment. From 1st of January until 26th of July, Shani Maharaj is going to be direct in the sign of Pisces, and that is your 7th house. What does that mean? So Shani Maharaj in the 7th house actually gives you one committed relationship. So this 7 months is good for you to be very disciplined in your relationship, be very structured. So focus on, spend time with your spouse, if you're married, if you have a partner, and do things together. Plan your life together, plan the future to like next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, not just the next 2 months and 6 months. So good for creating a solid foundation with your partner. Secondly, it's also good for entering into long-term business partnerships, like one-on-one business partnerships, these 7 months, while Saturn is in your 7th house. And so overall, doing honest spiritual work, doing things, practically making it work. But if you're looking to get married or looking for a partner, this may give you opportunities. Of course, depends on the natal chart also. Starting 26th of July, Shani Maharaj goes retrograde. So that means it'll have drishti on your 6th house. So think of Saturn sitting in the 6th house. It'll give you better health. It'll give you ability to fight with the enemies. It'll give you a victory over enemies. It'll give you, strength to work hard as a volunteer, to serve other people. So the last 5 months are good for you to do a lot of volunteer servicing. Also do a lot of hard work in your job, in your profession. That's the 6th house. You'll have success, but maybe a little delayed success. But 6th house Saturn will give you a lot of strength and discipline to work on your health. So you'll have new health routines or start some new health-related things. But if you're in the healthcare industry, it's going to be fantastic. Lots of opportunities, lots of progress and improvement in your work, in your profession. So that's the overall very high-level kind of guidance, but gives you a lot of concrete ideas, like every few months, what things you can focus on. Now combine this with your natal chart and then see how that may be impacted. So that's for Virgo rising. Next is Libra rising, Libra Lagna, Libra Ascendant 2026. It's a big year. It's ruled by number 1, that is Surya. First of all, please watch the intro section. Very important, just 3-minute intro section, but you'll learn a lot about the energy of this year. So Libra rising, so we will discuss the transit of Jupiter and the transit of Saturn. So first of all, the first 70 days, Jupiter Guru Maharaj will be retrograde in the sign of Gemini. So that means it'll have drishti on your 8th house. So this is a case of Jupiter Guru Maharaj, say, sitting in the 8th house for the first 70 days until 10th of March. So that means it's going to give you a lot of wisdom about the secrets of the universe. So deep spiritual awakening will happen the first 70 days. And you can also focus on doing a lot of research. If you're in that field, if that's your profession, then doing a lot of research. But if not, then even research into your spiritual path. It may also give you inheritance. It will give you expansion in terms of wealth from other people. It'll also help you. It's going to be a very transformative period. 8th house is the change and transformation, and Jupiter is like the planet of expansion. So big transformation may happen at a very deep level for you. So that's the first 70 days. From 10th of March until 1st of June, Jupiter is going to be direct in the 9th house, in your 9th house, in the sign of Gemini. So that's going to be fantastic to spend with the gurus. Be a guru yourself, share your wisdom, do higher studies, enroll in some PhD programs, or just sit and learn from the gurus. Go to the temple every day. And focus on what is your dharma, what is your spiritual path, what is your mission in life. And you can also go on a pilgrimage with your sangha, with your gurus, travel with your gurus or go to the gurus, sit at the feet of your gurus, or actually there may be gurus coming to you as well. So overall expansion of your ninth house matters for these 2.5 months from 10th of March through 1st of June. From 1st of June through 30th of October, Guru Maharaj is going to be exalted in your 10th house, in the house of career. Okay, so that's going to give you expansion in your work, a lot of new projects. Think of big projects, new lines of business, maybe hiring more people or a better job or taking on bigger roles and responsibilities in your profession, or mentoring and helping a lot of people, being a guru to other people. So all of those things, and then also better connection with the authorities, with their managers, with their bosses. So for one recommendation is share your wisdom as much as possible. So be a mentor, voluntarily help other people at work. So that's the expansion, the blessings of Guru Jupiter Maharaj exalted in your 10th house. So absolutely fantastic opportunities when it comes to work, your profession. Then the last 2 months, Jupiter is going to be in the sign of Leo, starting 30th of October. That's your 11th house. So that means expansion in your income, expansion in your social media networks, expansion in your friend circle, expansion in your connection with the older siblings. All those areas will see huge blessings. So it's going to be good financially. It's going to be good overall. If you do anything on social media, so that's going to be fantastic. Just the sky is the limit. Expand your social media network. So that's the journey, the 4 phases of Guru Maharaj in the year 2026. Now let's see what Shani Maharaj has in store. So that's the Karmic Realignment. So from the 1st of January until 26th of July, so pretty much the first 7 months, Pisces is going to be Saturn is going to be direct in the sign of Pisces in your 6th house. So for Libra rising, Pisces is your 6th house. So Shani Maharaj is going to be sitting direct in your 6th house. That will help with your profession. It'll give you lots of opportunities, lots of discipline and hard work and structured approach to, making progress and, getting more recognition at work. So that's going to be good for your profession, also good for fighting with the enemies, and then good for sitting in competitive exams, good for taking care of your health. So these first 7 months will give you opportunities you'll be very disciplined and structured when it comes to taking care of your own health. And then starting 26th of July, Shani Maharaj goes retrograde. So that means it'll give you results as if it's sitting in your 5th house, the sign of Aquarius. This 5 months, so the last 5 months of the year, pretty much you can say, first of all, there are opportunities of, romantic relationship if you're looking for one, but also your natal chart has to support. But also this period will give some good luck, some good news or some big things in the life of your children. So if you're a parent, this will improve some things in your children's life, or this will also give you better connection with your children, and also maybe success in your speculative investments, although this is not financial advice. But these 5 months, be very creative, do lots of mantra sadhana, that's 5th house, and just focus on spending time with your romantic partner or with your children. And then also you may gain a lot of students or disciples if you're a guru, if you're a teacher. So this is going to activate your 5th house charm. So that's the overall high level journey. So you can plan out your year for a few months at a time. These are some of the recommendations. That's for Libra rising. Next is Scorpio rising, Scorpio Lagna, Scorpio Ascendant. First of all, watch the intro section first. Just 3 minutes, but very useful information. So this year, 2026, is a very big year. It's the year of the Surya, the number 1. So everything is big about this year. So we'll discuss the 4 phases of the year based on the Jupiter's transit. The first 70 days, that is until 10th of March, Jupiter, Guru Maharaj, will be retrograde in the sign of Gemini. That is your 8th house. So that means it has drishti on your 7th house. So in other words, the first 70 days, you have the blessings of Guru Maharaj in your 7th house. So expansion of your relationships, expansion in one-on-one business partnerships, or doing more spiritual work with your partner, together with your partner. So, like a pilgrimage, spiritual journey with your partner, or visiting temples with your partner, doing more spiritual work, or being a guru to your partner or with your partner. So, lots of expansion and spiritual, dharmic work in terms of your relationships will be good. But also in general, if you're looking for to get married or looking for a partner, this is going to be a good window, good opportunity. These first 70 days of the year. Of course, you have to check the natal chart also if that supports this transit or not. Then starting 10th of March until 1st of June, so pretty much those 2.5 months, Guru Maharaj will be direct in the sign of Gemini. So that is your eighth house. Eighth house Jupiter means there could be some inheritance, some money from other people. If you're in the financial sector, like managing other people's money, it's going to be fantastic. Will bring a lot of opportunities work-wise, and also this is a period for doing research. If you're in that industry, in that field, that's great. If not, research into your spiritual path, your connection with the universe. This will also bring a lot of spiritual change and transformation, because the eighth house is change and transformation. Jupiter is the spiritual planet, it's a guru. So some gurus will bring about change and transformation in your life. You learn a lot of deep spiritual esoteric stuff during these 2.5 months. Then we have the next phase is from 1st of June until 30th of October. So these 5 months, Guru Maharaj will be exalted in your 9th house. This is the highest blessing. So for Scorpio rising, Guru Maharaj will be exalted in a Dharma Trikona in the 9th house of luck, Bhagyasthan. So these 5 months, focus on spending time with the gurus, focus on higher studies, focus on pilgrimage, focus on figuring out your spiritual path, consolidating your spiritual path, being a guru yourself, share your wisdom. See, a lot of people tell me, oh, I'm not a guru. So everybody has some wisdom, some things to share with other people. So it could be even as simple as maybe if you're a housewife, right? So, but you know a lot of cool recipes, like the mother's recipe. So share your recipes with other people, with other family members, or maybe go on the internet and share with other people. So share your skills, your wisdom with other people. That's the blessings of the exalted Jupiter in your 9th house. So those 5 months, don't waste that opportunity to both to learn and to share with other people as well. That's the third phase of the Jupiter Guru Maharaj. The final phase, the last 2 months of the year, starting 30th of October, Guru Jupiter will enter your 10th house in the sign of Leo. This will give expansion to your career. So the last 2 months, maybe new job, expansion in your role, expansion in your product line, or new business altogether. Good, better recognition, name and fame, association with the authorities, better connection with the managers and the bosses, and even getting permits approved, things like that. So all those areas, the focus will be on expanding your career. Because the last 2 months, do lots and lots of things to improve your work, your career, your profession. So those are the phases of Jupiter. Now let's see the the two-stage karmic realignment because of the Saturn's retrograde moment. So motion. So from 1st of January until 26th of July, Shani Maharaj will be direct in the sign of Pisces, and that is your 5th house. So Saturn will give you blessings of the 5th house. That means there will be focus on creativity. There'll be focus on steady, long-term romantic relationship if you're into one, or if you're looking for one, this may give you opportunity. This will be a period when you may actually do some work with your children if they're old enough. Mixing your profession and your children. So they may give you ideas, or literally you may actually do some things together as a family business. Then also this is a good time to consolidate or think long-term about your speculative investments. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just the energy of the planets. But it's a good period to be more mature. Think long-term in terms of your stock market or speculative investments. So that's the blessings of Shani Maharaj in the 5th house. but lots and lots of creativity. Just give birth to ideas, give birth to new projects, or anything that you can think of, because whatever you do during these 7 months will pay you off for the rest of your life. Okay. After 26th of July, Shani Maharaj will go retrograde in the sign of Pisces in your fifth house. So that means it has drishti on your fourth house. So the last 5 months of the year, maybe start a home-based business. Spend a lot of time at your home, doing spiritual sadhana and tapasya, maybe mon sadhana, like stay silent in your home. Treat your home as not as a ashram. And so silent retreat at your home, like a self-imposed isolation. Do deep tapasya, maybe fasting. And also ultimately, these 5 months will help you understand what makes you happy in the long term. And this may also give you success in real estate, although this is not real estate advice. But all the fourth house matters will blossom because Shani Maharaj will be almost as if it's exalted, and not just exalted, it's Mula Trikona Rashi. The Aquarius sign is the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. That means it's like CEO sitting in the office. It's very, very powerful position. And that'll happen. The next time it'll happen is pretty much after 26, 27 years. This is the last opportunity when Saturn goes retrograde in the sign of Pisces, so that can give you blessings of Aquarius. So fourth house matters will flourish for the last 5 months of the year. So that's the overall general guidelines. So you can plan out your 2026 based on the position and the movement of Jupiter and Saturn. Then again, you want to superimpose the other transits, the Mars and Saturn, Mars and Sun and Venus, and then also superimpose these readings on top of your natal chart to see the full picture. So that's for Scorpio rising. Year 2026 for Sagittarius, rising Sagittarius, Lagna Sagittarius, ascendant. First of all, watch the intro section, only 3 minutes, but very useful and practical information. So Sagittarius, this prediction is based on the movement of Jupiter and Saturn, dharma and karma. You want to combine this with other planetary transits and also combine this on top of your natal chart. So let's get started. So Sagittarius, there are 4 stages, 4 phases throughout the year, 4 different flavors of the energy of Jupiter. So I call these the 4-stage Jupiter expansion. The first 70 days, that's until 10th of March, from January 1st through 10th of March, Jupiter is going to be retrograde in the sign of Gemini. That means it's going to be in your 7th house, but retrograde. So it wants to go back to your 6th house. It has drishti on your 6th house. So you'll see experience or expansion in your 6th house matters. So first of all, it will improve your health. So first 70 days, focus on your health routines, more exercise. Secondly, focus on giving away volunteer work, helping other people. That will go a long way throughout your life. It'll help you down the road. So first 70 days, help other people, volunteer, especially physically. Give donation for the charities. Thirdly, you want to resolve any conflicts through dialogue, through wisdom, not through force, the first 70 days. And then also you'll see expansion in your work, in your profession, in your job. And lastly, you want to act as a coach, as a guide, as a mentor, as a consultant to other people at work. So in your job, in your profession, coach other people. And if you're in the consulting industry or anything where you are already consulting, helping other people, that's fantastic. So this is the retrograde phase of Jupiter in the sign of Gemini for the first 70 days. Okay. Then we have from 10th of March through 1st of June, so pretty much 2.5 months. That period, Jupiter is going to be direct in your 7th house in the sign of Gemini. That's going to expand your relationships. If you're looking to get married, this is going to be the period. If you're looking to get into a long-term relationship, this is going to be the period. If you want to expand your business network, if you want to network with very powerful people, develop these one-on-one partnerships that will be lifelong. This is the period from March 10th onwards until 1st of June. Engage with people, develop one-on-one partnerships. And also if you're already married, in your married life, you'll see expansion, more spiritual awakening and you'll experience conscious living with your partner. So do more spiritual things with your partner from 10th of March through 1st of June. Okay. Then we have from 1st of June until 30th of October, these 5 months. Pretty much, this is the period when Guru Maharaj, Jupiter, will be exalted, very powerful in the sign of Cancer in your 8th house. Okay, so 8th house Jupiter exalted means this will bring huge transformation for you, spiritual transformation. This may also bring inheritance. You will gain money from other people if you're in the consulting business, or if you're offering any services. If you're in the service industry, you'll see a better client inflow for you, more clients for you. If you offer financial guidance, do financial management for other people, you'll see expansion. So the finance industry, research industry, or deep spiritual work, these 3 industries will see huge expansion and powerful growth in your profession, in your work. But for everybody, this will bring huge revelation of secrets in terms of who you are, your connection with the universe, and all of the spiritual realm, because Jupiter in the 8th house will give you the access to the depths of spiritual wisdom in the 8th house. So that's the 5-month period. Very powerful. It happens once in 12 years. So Jupiter Maharaj gets exalted in your 8th house once every 12 years. So you can also see 12 years ago what happened. But this year, Jupiter Maharaj is moving very, very fast, Aticharit. So zipping through at least 3 different signs in just 1 year, unprecedented. Then we have, as of October 30th, so for the last 2 months of the year, Jupiter will be in your 9th house in the sign of Leo. So leadership. These are the 2 months when you can be a leader in the spiritual realm or in higher studies. Let's say you can be a professor in a university if you've been working on that path. This will help you be that commanding leader in the spiritual world or higher studies or anything related to wisdom and all. So these 2 months, first of all, you can do more higher studies yourself, or you can approach gurus. You can learn from the gurus. You can spend time with the gurus, more time with the Sangha, or you can also be a guru and share your wisdom. If you're already teaching or coaching or you're a guru, teacher, you can expand your business. Ultimately, these 2 months will help you solidify your purpose, your dharma, your spiritual path. That's the 9th house. One recommendation, these 2 months, spend more time at the temples, visit spiritual, religious places, and spend time with your Sangha, with your gurus. This will give a huge blessing. This is like awakening of your, Bhagyodaya, awakening of your luck. So your luck will shine upon you. That's the Jupiter Guru Maharaj in the 9th house of Lakshmi, of Bhagya. Then we have Shani, Saturn, the 2-stage karmic realignment. Okay, Saturn is going to be direct in the sign of Pisces until 26th of July. So the first 7 months, Saturn is sitting in your 4th house, and it's direct in the sign of Pisces. So Saturn in the 4th house will help you connect with your inner being. 4th house is Sukhasthana, and Saturn is raw, practical, ground reality. Saturn is long-term planning and discipline and hard work. Saturn is stability. So you will spend a lot of time, the first 7 months, there'll be a lot of contemplation. You may actually feel lonely also deep inside, but it's more about like isolation and being comfortable with yourself, with your being and what makes you happy. So first 7 months, spend a lot of time meditation, contemplation. At your home, that's the 4th house is your residence. So do lots of silent retreats within your home. Secondly, in terms of career also, Saturn represents career, work, profession. So work from home will flourish. Or set up a home-based business if you have anything, if your natal chart supports also. But also this is the time to connect with your mother, with your lineage, with your family background, and establish like long-term plans with your family. Sit down with your family and do more, volunteer work with your family members. Shani Maharaj rules all the poor people and the workers of the society. So help poor people, also help old people. Go and volunteer in an old age home and things like that. So this is a good period to solidify your 4th house, Sukhasthana, overall connection with mother, connection with yourself, connection with family, and home-based businesses, but also figuring out things related to real estate as well. So long-term planning for real estate assets and things like that. Good opportunities also coming your way, depending on the natal chart during these first 7 months. But again, this is not real estate advice. Then the 5 months, starting 26th of July, so the last 5 months of the year, Shani Maharaj will go retrograde. So that means it wants to go back to your third house. That is the sign of Aquarius. Okay, so from there, it's going to be in Mula Trikona Rashi. So the last 5 months, really good for marketing, for short distance travels, for writing, communication. Go out and meet people. And just, Saturn represents feet. Saturn is walking also. And third house is the short distance travel. So walk on foot. If you live in a city where you can just walk everywhere or take a public transit, so that's going to be fantastic. So meet people, go out and meet people. Just like they say, grassroots organizations, just walking door to door and connecting with people. So that's going to be excellent. Or just walking, hiking and doing exercise. All of that is going to be fantastic. And then Saturn in the third house or the energy of Saturn in the third house will make you very courageous. You'll have very, very powerful energy to deal with day-to-day challenges. You'll be stronger. The last 5 months, you'll feel this inner strength and maturity and responsibility and discipline and structure to deal with challenges. Also, this will give you opportunity to learn some skills with your hands. Use your hands a lot. If you're a healer, it's going to be fantastic. So this is the 2 stages or the karmic realignment with respect to the transits of Saturn. Now, you also want to look at other planet transits month by month and even day by day for the moon transits. And then superimpose this prediction based on your chart, how this might get modified. So that's for Sagittarius rising. Next, we have Capricorn rising, Capricorn Lagna, Capricorn ascendant. Watch the intro section first, just 3 minutes long, but it'll give you a good, solid foundation and good discussion, understanding of what this whole year means. So first of all, for Capricorn rising, Capricorn Lagna, we'll discuss the 4 distinct phases of the year based on the transit of Jupiter. The first phase is the first 70 days until 10th of March. Jupiter Guru Maharaj is going to be retrograde in the sign of Gemini in your 6th house for Capricorn rising. That means it wants to go back, give you results of the 5th house. So the first 70 days, number 1, do a lot of creative work. Even if you may not think of yourself as a creator, but create things in your day-to-day life, at work, with your family. Be a creator. You'll be surprised how many powerful, big things you might give birth to if you just start small. But think big. Start small, think big. Secondly, this is going to be a good period for your children. Do things if you're a parent, do things with your children, support them, do more spiritual things with your children also. Go on a pilgrimage, go on a spiritual journey, share spiritual wisdom with them. Overall, this will be a period of expansion for your children. Now, if you are planning to become a parent, this may actually be a good period to plan for a baby. Of course, your natal chart also has to support, but this is a powerful activation of the 5th house, which is all about children. And Guru Maharaj will give you expansion in that area. Then, if you have nothing to do with children, if you're not planning to be a parent, if you are looking for romantic relationships, these 70 days will give you lots of opportunities. If you already have a romantic relationship, this will give you expansion, like more wisdom and better energy in your romantic relationships. Then also, this may give you success in stock market, speculative investments. Of course, this is not financial advice, but this is just the planetary energy. So all the 5th house matters will blossom the first 70 days. After 10th of March, then Jupiter Guru Maharaj goes direct in the sign of Gemini in the 6th house. So that period from 10th of March until 1st of June, 2.5 months, that is a good period for focusing on your health, self-healing, more, sattvic food, health routine, then also helping other people, volunteer work. You especially use your wisdom to help other people. So see, different planets in the 6th house mean different types of volunteer work. If Jupiter is in the 6th house, you want to share your wisdom. So go in and talk to people, help them resolve their issues, or just share your wisdom. And then Jupiter in the sixth house means you also want to deal with the enemies through wisdom, not through force. So don't confront people, but try to resolve issues through your intellect, through your, not just intellect, through your wisdom. That is Jupiter. Jupiter in the sixth house also means there will be uh, expansion in your work, in your profession. Sixth house is the job that you do. So Jupiter there will make you a consultant, a guide, a coach, but also more opportunities. So better job, better opportunities. But from your perspective, from your side, recommendation is to act as a mentor, as a guide, as a teacher for other people in your profession, in your job. Okay, so that'll go a long way. So act as a guru in your profession, in your job. So that's the second phase of Jupiter Guru Maharaj. The third phase will be the 5 months starting 1st of June until 30th of October. Jupiter Maharaj is going to be exalted in the sign of Cancer in your 7th house for Capricorn rising. That means huge expansion of relationships. And if you're looking to get married, that's going to be the window. Of course, your natal chart has to support as well. If you're looking for long-term relationship, this is going to be the window. If you want to expand your business network, this is going to be the period. These 5 months develop lots and lots and lots of high-powered, powerful one-on-one connections, both personal and business. And if you're already married or have a partner, this period will give expansion and better energy in your relationship, more spiritual energy, more consciousness, more focus on long-term things and things that matter. So all the so from your side, if you're married, you can do yagyas and chanting and go to the temple, all the spiritual things, and study together the Shastras and the Vedas. Those things you can do together with your partner that will help you bring a lot of positive energy in your relation. That's the 5 months. Now, the last 2 months, that's when Jupiter Guru Maharaj will be in the sign of Leo, starting 30th of October through the rest of the year. So the Jupiter in the 8th house, those 2 months may give you inheritance, may give you windfall of money from some other sources, maybe from your spouse or shared resources. Then secondly, also, this will bring huge spiritual transformation. You learn something deeply spiritual that you have never thought of, that you could do that, that you could go that deep into spiritual wisdom. So all these things will be manifesting, and last 2 months will bring a lot of spiritual transformation. You'll learn the secrets of the universe, who you are, your connection with the universe. And these 2 months are very good for you to do any kind of research. If you're in the research-based business or job, profession, then fantastic. Otherwise, just do research as in who you are, or in your own work profession, just go deeper. Jupiter Guru Maharaj will help you with that. These are the 4 stages of expansion that I call during 2026 based on Jupiter's transit. Then we have the 2 stages of karmic realignment based on Saturn's movement in 2026. First of all, Shani Maharaj will be direct in the sign of Pisces until 26th of July. So the first 7 months, Saturn is sitting in your 3rd house. Very powerful. It's a combination of Saturn and Jupiter because it's a sign of Pisces. So good for communication, especially written communication. If you're a writer, fantastic. If you have a business or something, sending out newsletters or just writing a blog, start writing a blog. Even if you're not a blogger, just start writing something. These 7 months will give you immense strength and success. And secondly, the 3rd house is Parakram. So you'll be able to deal with day-to-day challenges very strongly. So this will give you strength in general. Third is learn some skills with your hands. If you're a healer, absolutely fantastic. Otherwise, just maybe playing some instrument or Reiki and things, you can enroll in some courses. 3rd house Saturn will also connect you with a lot of people. So short distance travels, just go travel on foot, walk on foot, local, or take the public transit, or if not possible, then just drive within the city and then walk and meet people, grassroots organizations, networking, all of those areas, and meet common people. Especially Saturn represents common people, and 3rd house is the short distance travels, and Saturn is very powerful there with energy of Jupiter. So you don't have to have a huge agenda. Just go and meet people, talk about your business or what you do, or a volunteer or helping other people. Generally, connecting with people is going to be very beneficial for the rest of your life. So that's the first 7 months until 26th of July. After 26th of July, the last 5 months of the year, Shani Maharaj goes retrograde. So that'll be having a drishti on your second house, the sign of Aquarius. So the last 5 months of the year, it's time to solidify your family resources, your accumulated resources. So take a stock. Okay, so how you can grow your family wealth, how you can grow your accumulated savings and resources. That the 5 months also will be good for being a speaker, like, speak the truth. Shani Maharaj loves honesty and truth. And Rahu's also there in the sign of Aquarius in the second house. So speech is going to be very powerful, but be careful that you don't have any harsh speech. Speak the truth, but not harshly. Put it in a mild manner, in a very like good language. So don't use harsh words. And then Saturn in the second house, you may feel the disconnect with your family. There may be distance with your family. So try to spend time with your family. Don't ignore your family. And if there are, hardships or trouble, distance with your family, just ignore, do not react. Otherwise, this could blow up. So the last 5 months, all the focus on your second house, that is your family, that is your family resources, accumulated resources, your food, your speech, all of that will be primary focus. There's a lot of scope for powerful awakenings and big things happening in those areas, but you got to be careful because the combination of Saturn and Rahu energy in the second house. So that's the overall journey, overall impact of Jupiter and Saturn in the year 2026 for Capricorn rising. You want to combine this with other planetary transits as well. Year 2026 for Aquarius rising, Aquarius Lagna, Aquarius ascendant. These transits, these predictions you want to see from your rising sign and not from your sun sign, not from your moon sign. Watch the intro section, just 3 minutes, very important. You'll learn a lot of stuff and good information. So for Aquarius rising, there'll be 4 phases of expansion in 2026, just like every other rising sign, but in different areas of life. The first 70 days, that is until 10th of March, Jupiter Guru Maharaj is going to be retrograde in the sign of Gemini. That is your 5th house. So retrograde in the 5th house means it has drishti on your 4th house. So the first 70 days, expansion of your 4th house matters. That means good for real estate, good for expansion in your home, renovation or bigger home. Of course, this is not real estate advice. This is just planetary energies. So spend more time at your home. Spend more time with your family the first 70 days. Discuss family matters. Organize a lot of dinners and social gatherings, and even like spiritual discussion with your friends. Invite your friends, have spiritual discourses, discussions at your home. Turn your home into a temple. That is the Guru Maharaj. That's what Guru Maharaj wants to do. 4th house is your place of residence. And then 4th house is Sukhasthana, your inner happiness. So Jupiter Guru Maharaj will give you wisdom and expansion in figuring out what makes you happy long term. So that means you want to do lots of meditation. You want to be in the company of your gurus. Invite gurus at your home or be a guru yourself. Discover your inner happiness, your long term happiness. That's Jupiter giving you a second chance the first 70 days of the year until 10th of March. Then we have the second phase of expansion, that is from 10th of March until 1st of June. Jupiter will be direct in your 5th house in the sign of Gemini. That will give you expansion in your romantic relationships if you're looking for one. If you're already in one, that'll give better energy, expansive energy, and more spiritual foundation for your spiritual connections. Secondly, if you're planning to be a parent, this is going to be a good window. People ask, when will I have a child? So this is a good window, depending on your natal chart also. The natal chart also has to support, of course, but this is a good window. Then if you already are a parent, this will give you really good energy with your children. Spend a lot of time with your children. Or you may see expansion and good things in life of your children. Then people say, oh, we're not a parent, this and that. So that's fine. So the 5th house is all about creativity. To give birth to a lot of things, new ideas, new projects. Then 5th house is Mantra Shastra. Jupiter is the planet of mantras. It's the Vishuddha Chakra. So do lots of chanting. These 2.5 months when Jupiter is going to be direct from 10th of March through 1st of June, do lots of chanting, lots of mantras, create new things, spend time with your children, and introduce your children to spiritual things. And same thing with your romantic partner. This may also give you a lot of success in stock market speculative investments. But of course, this is not financial advice. This is just planetary energies. Then the third phase of expansion for 2026 for Aquarius rising will be from 1st of June until 30th of October. So pretty much that's the 5-month period when Jupiter Guru Maharaj will be exalted in your 6th house. And that happens only once every 12 years. You can go back and see what happened 12 years ago. That same pattern will repeat. So things you can expect. One is there'll be a lot of focus on health routine, taking care of your health, and you will self-heal. This is the 5-month period. Absolutely fantastic. Activate your healer within. If you're in the healing industry or, healthcare industry, fantastic. This will grow your business a lot. This will grow your profession a lot. This give you better healing abilities also. Secondly, irrespective of your profession, whatever industry you're in, your job will expand. You'll have better opportunities. You'll have more connections and expansion and promotion and better name and fame and connection with the authorities, all of that. And then also recommendation for you is to be a guru, a coach, a guide, a mentor, a consultant at your job. Okay, so the more you do, the more you act as Jupiter, the more you act as a guru, coach, consultant, guru, whatever you call it, the better energy you'll feel. You'll be able to extract all of the blessings of the exalted Jupiter in the 6th house. Third thing is dealing with the enemies. 6th house represents obstacles, challenges, enemies. Jupiter there, Guru Maharaj is telling you, do not confront, do not have this aggressive energy. Deal with all your obstacles, enemies through wisdom. That's Jupiter Guru Maharaj is wisdom. So deal with challenges and enemies, any court cases, legal issues, anything like that. Try to resolve through wisdom, if possible, through using your consciousness and just dialogue, and then wisdom may prevail on both sides. 6th house Jupiter also good for doing a lot of volunteer work that is Jupiterian in nature, but also you can give donation for like both health related charities, but also to spiritual organizations. And then we have the last 2 months. So starting 30th of October, Jupiter Guru Maharaj for the last 2 months of the year will be in your 7th house in the sign of Leo. So this will give actually powerful activation of your relationships. This is a good, first of all, if you're looking to get married, this will be a good period. Of course, it has to be supported by your natal chart. Secondly, or any long-term relationship, this will bring you a lot of opportunities. You'll meet a lot of people. Secondly, this will be powerful for developing one-on-one business partnerships also. Thirdly, if you're already married or have a partner, then this will give good, solid spiritual foundation to your relation. So do a lot of spiritual things together with your spouse or partner. Go to temples, do chanting, do yagyas, or just share wisdom, or discuss things, discuss spiritual, or discuss life, do Jupiterian things with your partner during these last 2 months. It will go a long way. It'll help you have that very solid foundation and expansion in your relationship together. So that's the 4 phases of Jupiter in 2026 for Aquarius rising. Next, we have the 2 stages of karmic realignment based on Saturn's position. So first 7 months until 26th of July, Saturn Shani Maharaj is going to be direct in the sign of Pisces. That is your 2nd house for Aquarius rising. So 2nd house Saturn, and it'll have energy of Jupiter also, because Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So this will be very good for your financial stability. You'll feel you'll get a lot of ideas and a lot of improvement in your accumulated resources. Long-term finances will improve. You may not see immediate results, but it's going to help you in the long run. And if you're in the finance industry, fantastic. Secondly, this will be a good period to use your speech. You'll come across as a very mature and responsible and disciplined and structured person. And you'll have a lot of wisdom to share. So use your speech in any form, even at home with your family. Your words will carry a lot of weight. Then you also want to improve your diet. You may eat less during these 7 months, or just don't eat junk food and things like that. Then also 2nd house is the Kutumbasthana. So spend more quality time with your family members. Now, there may be issues or differences or challenges with some family members. So this Saturn transit will actually chip away any of those connections, relationships with your family members that are not serving you. So you have to be very diligent in checking which connections are wasting your energy and time. So get rid of those. Do not waste your time and energy on those connections, but nurture and develop the ones that are really have a solid foundation that'll help you for the rest of your life. So that's the Saturn Shani Maharaj first 7 months. After 26th of July, Shani Maharaj goes retrograde for the rest of the year. So until end of December, actually. So the last 5 months, Shani Maharaj will be retrograde in your second house. So that means has drishti on your first house, and Shani Maharaj is your Lagna Lord. Of course, Rahu is sitting there as well. So this will solidify your Lagna. So the last 5 months, focus on your health. It'll give you better health, better immunity. Focus on, although it'll make you work hard, you'll have to work a lot, hours and just a lot of hard work the last 5 months. And the more you work, or, work doesn't mean just on computer and things. Work means, quality energy on yourself, your self-development, who you are, discovering your path, your purpose. Shani Maharaj is profession, is career also. And so Saturn sitting the first house gives you this mature outlook, this responsibility, this discipline, this structure to put your things in place, to put your life on track. And so it's a golden opportunity. It's very powerful Shani Maharaj energy in Aquarius, Mula Trikona Rashi. So focus on all the things, contemplation, and just discover who you are, what's your purpose, why you're here. And in the meantime, also Saturn in the first house will give you energy and strength to work hard. So that's the two distinct phases of Shani Maharaj. So this is overall guidelines for Aquarius rising. Then you want to superimpose this on your natal chart to see the full picture. Year 2026 for Pisces rising. Now watch the intersection, only 3 minutes, but we'll give you a lot of insights and some interesting discussion about 2026. This is a year of big things. You cannot play small this year. It belongs to Surya, number one. 2026 is the year of number one, that is Surya. So first of all, we'll discuss the 4 distinct phases of expansion during this year based on the movement of Jupiter Guru Maharaj, the planet of expansion, and Akash Tattva. So first phase is the first 70 days. Jupiter Guru Maharaj is retrograde in your 4th house in the sign of Gemini. That means it has drishti on your third house. So the third house matters will blossom, will flourish, will expand. What does that mean? So the first 70 days, focus on communication, especially written communication, marketing and sales and newsletters and writing stuff. If you're a writer, absolutely fantastic. Secondly, focus on networking, local, short distance travels, meet people the first 70 days. It'll go a long way. You'll come across as a guru, as a teacher, as a coach, as a consultant. Just share your wisdom with people. Organize a lot of webinars or live events and, fairs and trade shows and things like that. So short distance travel will pay in the long run. Third thing is, do not confront people so day-to-day challenges, that's third house. But Jupiter there means use your wisdom to deal with the day-to-day challenges instead of using force. Do not snap at people. Do not react immediately. Use your wisdom. Then third house is also the skills with your hands. Use your hands a lot. Jupiter Maharaj will give you blessings to use your hand. If you're a healer, absolutely fantastic. Or learn some instrument, play some instruments, or just do the mudras and things. So activate your hands, massage your hands. All that is the first 70 days. Then we have the second phase from 10th of March until 1st of June. So that 2.5 month period, Jupiter will be direct in your 4th house. So this will give expansion to your home. Maybe you buy a bigger home. This will give expansion to your real estate. Maybe you invest in real estate or sell a home or, gain through real estate. Although this is not real estate advice. This is not financial advice. This is just planetary energies. And so 4th house will expand. 4th house is heart area. 4th house is Sukha Bhava, inner happiness. That's 4th house. So Jupiter Guru Maharaj, the planet of expansion and wisdom, going there means you will feel happy. You'll feel happy in your element. That's the 4th house. You'll feel happy in your place of residence also. You may want to turn your home into a temple, into ashram. Do a lot of spiritual work. Invite people. Have spiritual discussions in your home and with your family also. So share your wisdom. Look at the lineage of the gurus. if your family has a lineage of the gurus, discuss and learn from them, or you may have some gurus from the past life, like that. So that's the second phase. Third phase, from 1st of June until 30th of October, Jupiter Guru Maharaj will be exalted in your fifth house. Absolutely fantastic for many areas. So first is, if you're looking for a romantic relationship, this is the period. You'll have lots of opportunities. If you already are in a romantic relationship, this will blossom that. Do more expansive. The sky is the limit. Just do more spiritual things or just expand your connection. Same thing for your children. This will be a fantastic period for your children if you are a parent. Or do more things with your children, travel with your children. Just spend a lot of time during these this third phase, these from these 5 months, from 1st of June through 30th of October. Spend a lot of time with your children. Third thing is focus on being creative. Your creative juices will flow. So see, these will flow for everybody, but in different areas of life. So Jupiter in Cancer in the fifth house means you want to create something big, give birth. Literally, if you're trying to become a parent also, this is going to be a good opportunity. Of course, it has to be supported with your natal chart as well. So fifth house matters will blossom. Also, speculative investments, stock market gains, that's a possibility. But of course, this is not financial advice. So that's the third phase of Jupiter, the third phase of expansion that I call. The last phase of expansion will be when Jupiter Guru Maharaj enters the sign of Leo, 30th of October. So the last 2 months, you'll have better energy in your sixth house. So first of all, your health will improve. Secondly, you'll actually do more things for your health, self-healing. Third thing, you'll do lots of volunteer work. It's good to share your wisdom with other people. That's the Jupiter in the sixth house. Fourth thing, if in your job, in your profession also, you'll have expansion, more opportunities, better job, also, but share your wisdom again at work also. That's the sixth house. Fifth thing is you want to deal with any enemies, obstacles, challenges through wisdom, not through force. Okay. And then also just think in terms of helping other people, just share freely. And if you can give donation of spiritual things or donation to temples and priests, that'll be also fantastic. So that's the final phase of Jupiter in 2026 for Pisces rising. Next is the two-stage karmic realignment based on Saturn's movement in 2026. The first phase is 1st of January through 26th of July. So the first 7 months, Saturn is direct in the sign of Pisces in your Lagna, in your first house. So that means first 7 months, it's an excellent period to set the foundation for the rest of your life by doing a lot of hard work. Follow your dharma, your karma, actually, follow your duty. Saturn represents your karma. And it's sitting in the first house means it's telling you, do not waste a millisecond. Keep on doing your karma. Don't look at the results. Results will come down the line. See, if you have Saturn in the first house in the natal chart, you'll see that you become mature early on. You have a lot of responsibilities. So that's going to be this transit phase for Pisces rising. It'll make you work hard, but do not think even for a second that what you're doing is a waste. You're setting the foundation for the rest of your life. So, but there could be loneliness and pessimism sometimes, isolation, which is okay. Just stay there. First 7 months, a lot of hard work. Secondly, the last 5 months, starting 26th of July, then Saturn goes retrograde in sign of Pisces. That it wants to go back to your 12th house. So Saturn in the 12th house, that's actually even better period for isolation, for going to an ashram, going to a retreat, or Mahan sadhana, or going on a pilgrimage, going to a foreign country, and also give a lot of donations and astral travel, connection with the ancestors, especially do tarpan and rituals for the ancestors that go a long way. And then you can learn some of these like lucid dreaming or yoga nidra, things like that will be fantastic. So for Pisces rising, see, throughout this year, Shani Maharaj has a huge impact. First 7 months on your Lagna, and the last 5 months on your 12th house, which is the subconscious mind. So it's activating your subconscious mind. And it's also asking you to let go of things that are not serving you. So you have to do lots of cleansing. The last 5 months is the period of cleansing, letting go of things that are not good for you energetically, physically, all of that. And then giving way for new energy. So that's for the sign of Pisces. This overall guidance, so you can watch this video multiple times and then plan, month by month or quarter by quarter how the energy is going to be. But then combine that with the other transits, monthly transits for Mars, Venus, and Sun, and then combine with the moon transits, that's a daily transit, and then combine with your natal chart to see the full picture. So that's for Pisces rising.